One percenters, welcome back to 1424 Basketball Training, where the goal is to take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. In today's teaching tape, game 4, Clippers versus the Jazz. Let's go. So let's see what we can learn today. I just saw Kawhi Leonard get a nasty dunk on Instagram. I'm assuming then that means the Clippers won. But usually I don't see anything. Guys, you got to limit your social media. It's poison. PG just got dropped. Feed your mind with good stuff. Feed your mind with good food. Make sure you're learning, man. Marcus Moore's hitting threes. It's big when he's hitting shots. How quickly a series changes, man. Jazz come out hard. They win first two. I think the Clippers are about to get swept. And and then Kawhi Leonard decides to show up. It looks like they made some defensive adjustments. Haven't seen anything yet. Noticeable to me, Paul George here behind the back. Just work on that exact move with my team. Here we go. When I talk about the gun position, when I talk about the hinge versus a squat, okay? If you can get low like this and be comfortable in this position, I mean, you're going to get lower than a lot of guys because most guys will be like here, like Derek Favors, like this, right? If you can get underneath and sweep around, it's pretty easy, right? It's also very it's easier to sell, right? This move from hinge to tall with a ball fake, right? It's more believable that you're actually going to shoot that. So down, up, and then you get a nice little pump fake. Donovan Mitchell, blow by, inside hand, tough little finish there. Jordan Clarkson. Are these other guys playing well for Jazz, like Jordan Clarkson, Derek Favors, Bogey, Joe Ingles? Typically, they say like road teams, you know, the role players don't play well. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. It matters if your superstars are playing well, because the superstars are the ones creating everything for everybody else. Reggie Jackson has stepped up so much in the playoffs. It's Kawhi first, then PG, and then Reggie Jackson. Like PG needs to show up consistently, and then Reggie Jackson. Oh, looking like a blowout early on here. Drop it. What are you waiting for, Batum? Jesus Christ. Both guys go there. You should know, right? Somebody's back there, like out of your peripheral vision. You should have already saw him or threw it behind the back pass. I think Terrence Mann deserves more minutes. Maybe he's been getting it. Batum, Luke Kennard's getting in the action. PG is so shifty. Anchored between the legs through there, explode, right? Look at how low he drops to get by Royce O'Neal. He's supposed to be the Jazz defender here, right? Right there. Get the shoulders below the defender. It's too easy. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. 1-on-1. Jab, pull back. Drag. Touch, step back. I'll live with those. Oh, there's that dunk. Shoulders. Hinge. It's not about wide. Everybody wants to say it's how wide your feet are. Wide is not what gets you angles. It gets you bad angles, right? The angle you want is the low angle to get around them. Pat Beverly in the action. What a momentum swing. One of the keys to dunking is drop down to jump, right? One-legged jump transformation. Go check out that whole playlist, right? One of the keys to jumping off of one leg, but it's also a concept of jumping off of two as well, is drop down to drive. And so if you see this, when I talk about in the one-leg jump transformation to, right, roll this foot forward, drop this leg, right? This one is the push leg and this one is the plant leg. If you drop that down, you get this aggressive acceleration into that jump. You get something like that just looks insane. Oh, boring. Joe Ingles, the high position 3. So it's simply when you make up your mind, guys, you're always going to have an advantage on the defense. So when I talk about like 2.5 drill, 2 dribbles or less, 0.5 seconds or less to make up a move, right? Good guarding position. Everybody's pretty much in good guarding position, right? You just make up your mind. You just hesitate, you pull the ball, right? And then you're accelerating, right? If this is in the gun, you might not get around him completely, but you can just make up your mind to turn the corner and attack the gap. So as soon as you attack the gap, right, then it becomes, can you stop? Can you spin? Can you pull up? Can you do something, right? You draw 3. I mean, you've done more than enough, right? So now you got 2 guys on the backside wide open to shoot. Did he need to go between the legs? Did he need to go hezzy, float, shift, between, anchor between the legs, step back, or anything like that? No, not really. The game is so simple. Attack the freaking gaps, and then find your reads. And then from there, it's like I said, the 5 shots you need is just a catch and shoot, 1 dribble, pull up, 2 dribble, pull up, right? And then going left, going right. Like, I don't understand why the game has to be so difficult, right? The game is difficult because not every player has all the right tools and the right ability to convert open shots like this. Here we go, 2.5 drill, Clippers demonstration here. Paul George, kick it. Batum doesn't want it, gets rid of it right away. 0.5 seconds or less. Reggie Jackson sees the gap, grab the ball, sweep, attack the paint, attack the gaps. 3 collapse on him, right back to Batum. I really don't. I understand. I saw a thing on Instagram, right? Bad basketball is good for business. Bad basketball is good for basketball business. Like, oh man, the more moves I teach you, the more tennis balls I bring out, the more cones, the more things I throw at you. You know, I guess it's more exciting for I guess parents to see that you're trying to do stuff or teach them stuff or utilize stuff. But yeah, it's just to get you in the door, man, to teach the players the real stuff. I mean, all of that stuff, it's very, very yeah, bad basketball makes good business. So you turn a bunch of good players into bad basketball players. And then you find out why a well-run machine just always beats the better talent at the lower levels. And then they get to high school or they get to college, and then it just all of a sudden shifts like, oh my God, I don't need to dribble 1,000 times. I really don't get it. I mean, it's just a bunch of misinformation. Guys, oh my God, I guess I'm in a preacher mode today, in a coaching mode today. Don't even know who's listening, right? Selection, sequence, order, duration, right? Selection. Who you choose to listen to, what coach you choose to listen to, like what information, what drills you're telling these guys to work on, right? It determines so much, so much for all you guys graduating that are going to college. You better choose what classes you want to take wisely. If you didn't choose college, good for you, right? Figure out what you want to do, man. You could waste the next 4 years of life, spend over $100,000 worth of money, and basically get a piece of paper that is pretty worthless. So choose wisely, guys. Oh, they're keeping this 20-point lead pretty much throughout the whole game here. Driving kick, catch and shoot. That is a very tough finish, Paul George. We also worked on side hand finishes yesterday for the first time, and it looked like garbage. So when I talk about selection and sequence and all that stuff, when you're working with a team, if you're a coach out there, right? Trash, splash, cash, right? This is above 80, 60 to 80. This is the criteria that I use, and this is less than 60, right? This is the stuff you should be building in the summer, the stuff that nobody should be watching. I mean, introductions to left-handed layups, jumping off the left foot, the right foot, different kinds of things. Left-handed off the dribble passing, hook passing. These are things that kids aren't taught. And so I get them, it looks like trash, and I'm completely okay with it looking like trash. You build it, you build it, you build it, and then it moves up to splash. So maybe these are, catch and shoot threes, one dribble pull up threes, drifting threes, right? Cash is the above 80. Hopefully the free throw percentages are above 80, but right now, new team during the summer, I mean, free throws are awful. Our free throws are down in the trash. We can't even make 2 free throws in a row. But yeah, you build when nobody's watching. So when it's time to perform, I mean, it looks like it's all cash. Donovan Mitchell. Rudy Gobert, catch and shoot or catch and dunk. Fade away. Oh, good tip. What is going on? It's like complete domination. Horn set, back screen. This is a nice little set for your shooter here, right? That becomes a dribble handoff, right? The easiest way to get open is off the ball, not on the ball. So big decoy. Kennard doesn't even set the screen. He just slips it. Jordan Clarkson's waiting for Paul George. He's reading, and Zubac's going to pass this thing to Kawhi Leonard. They both go to Paul George, right? And then you get this speed Iverson cut for Kennard, and it's a catch and shoot. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, Patrick Beverly. Trying to get in this little scrum all the time. He's a dog, man. Pat Beverly's a dog. uh, it was a boring game. Put in DeMarcus Cousins just because I want to say Boogie. Oh, what is going on? What is going on? I guess so. This is what happens when you start playing teams over and over, right? People start getting annoying, especially like Patrick Beverly. That dude's annoying. Rondo is going to be annoying, but he's not in the game. DeMarcus Cousins not in the game, but he'll get annoying if he gets in there. He doesn't mind scrapping. Who's just getting run over? Royce O'Neal or Spider Mitchell? It looks like O'Neal. I mean, him and Zubac. I mean, they're trying to do stuff. I know Ingles is kind of scrappy. He's not backing down from people. Jab, one dribble, pull up. Double stagger, nothing going. Oh, beat down City. Kawhi Leonard. Again, why can't you get a better mask than that? Finally, June 15th in LA. There's no stupid masks. California, the leader in wearing the mask the longest, shutting down the longest. That's just terrible. Recall Gavin Newsom, that loser. Get him out of there. Get that YouTuber Kevin, meet Kevin on here. Royce O'Neal, 3 out of 6. Donovan Mitchell, not a great shooting night. 9 out of 26. Jordan Clarkson, rough shooting night. Everybody else played okay. Looks like Jordan Clarkson took way too many shots and missed way too many shots. Donovan Mitchell's still getting whatever the hell he wants. 13 out of 15 from the line. Nobody's stopping him. Too bad it's in a loss. Kawhi Leonard, 31. Paul George, that's big time. I think this is like the most I've seen him score in the playoffs in a little while. Marcus Morris hitting his threes. These are big. Him getting fouled is also very big. When does he ever get fouled? Luke Kennard, I think he needs more minutes. Significant. Yeah, 16 minutes or so would be right around the same 12 to 16. Same with Man. Zubac getting some solid minutes. Why are they throwing Yogi Ferrell in there? Maybe at the end. Rondo is nowhere to be found. Where is Rondo? He's not even on the thing. Am I tripping? All right, guys. What did you guys learn? I mean, battle. It's defensively, right? What did the Clippers do to switch it up? I mean, they must be guarding everyone else better other than Donovan Mitchell and forcing Donovan Mitchell to do his thing. It's hard to tell what's going on from the highlights, but maybe I'll catch a game. Actually catch a full game. Let me know what you guys learned. Do you think the Clippers are done? I mean, it's 2-2. They did this exact same thing against the Mavericks and pulled it off. The Jazz are typically a more balanced team, but they haven't showed it. So maybe it is the Clippers year. Maybe it's the Clippers year and the CP3 year. Who knows? All right, guys. Until next time, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.